What's up, baby dolls? So as you all know, I'm doing a PulseChain update. I just want to go through something with you because it's one thing for me to just tell you that PulseChain is slingshot leverage on Ethereum. It is one thing to just say it. But now I want to show you the results on these. So I'm just going to smooth things over, but just to give you an idea of it. So what you can actually do is, let's just compare things against Bitcoin. That's a very, very good measurement of how to do it. We'll play some angel music as well to smooth it all over, because comparing against Bitcoin gives you a lot of truths, okay? So this is the PulseChain BTC ratio, yeah? Pulse BTC. Now, if you're curious how to get it, you go to PulseX website, you go to the info section, you go to V2, you go to the wrapped Bitcoin pairs, you go to the Pulse wrapped Bitcoin pair, you click on it, and then in the information URL, you got to grab the liquidity pairing, the actual address out there. You've got to grab the liquidity pairing. Once you grab the liquidity pair, you can copy paste that into Dex Screener, and then you actually have it here. So this is it right now. See, so that's pretty much it. So this is it. It is actually here. Okay, so but what you have to do then, you have to click on this pulse. You have to click on that button, and then you have to invert it. If you invert it, now you have the pulse to BTC ratio. You see? And this is mine obviously drawn up. Now, see this horizontal line where we were here? That is day one sacrifice entry price. It was right here. Okay, it was right there, day one sac price. So as you notice, right, we are down. This number, I'll show it to you on another chart. We're down 82%. Okay, but I mean, like, here's the thing, right? This is what I want to just show you. So when you see that, you're like, oh crap, we failed. It sucks. Everything's poop. Let's throw the logo out one more time as well. You go, oh, everything sucks, we poop. Now, here's the thing. With altcoins, there's a positive and a negative, right? Pros and cons. There's just risk reward. Altcoins give huge returns. However, altcoins have risk. Yes. You have two things that are risk, right? You just write risk, right? Just high risk. One of the biggest risks with altcoins is abandonment. Yep. So abandonment is obviously everyone walks away. The founder walks away and the community can't sustain itself, and there is no community. People just walk away. They get basically, they get consumed by soy, and they just go look to other narratives and they just disappear. There's no heart, there's no spirit anymore. Abandonment, they just walk away. That's like EOS. That's like, some other coins out there that just never made it from 2017 and previous, okay? That's one. However, if you have a community, like you say, okay, wait, PulseChain has 250,000 people. And by the way, this goes for any other altcoin fans. It's cooler when you look at PulseChain because there's a lot of edge, right? There's blue ocean area. You're like, okay, I can see a lot of people that are still here. There are, 170 plus content creators. It's gate kept. So like we haven't even had the biggest euphoric pushes into the ecosystem or anything. So you have to worry about that. But what else do you need to worry about? Well, the next thing you got to concern yourself with is liquidity risk. Okay, so accessing your liquidity in altcoins is it's gone through nuclear winter. Okay, with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin goes up for 3 years and then down for 1 year, you can actually see it on the cycles, right? Bitcoin gives you more access to your money. That's pretty much it, yeah. So this is Bitcoin, yes. Goes up for 3 years, down for 1 year. Up for 3 years, down for 1 year. Up for 3 years, down for 1 year. And here we are, up for 3 years. You see that? So your Bitcoin is a crush. This thing is only 1 year. However, you get 3. So another way to say it is 75% of the time, according to time, Bitcoin's going up. So like if you had Bitcoin and that was your savings and you needed to just peel off your savings over time to live, it's good for Bitcoin. But that's based off the past. Now, past performance, not an indicator of the future. Obviously, there's a lot of controversy. How long can this 4-year cycle go from the 4-year government debt rollover and all these other things? We don't know. Okay. Altcoins, as you know, friends, way more difficult. Altcoins, what I'm now going to do is show you altcoins versus BTC. This is others BTC. So with others BTC, it is inverted. Yes. So we actually, we go down for 3 years, up for 1. Down for 3, up for 1. down for 3. And look, I was like, oh my gosh, it's 3.5 now. It's actually like painful, yes. That's what's pretty much happening, yes. So we're hoping to go up for 1. So it is inverted, okay. Now, another thing, altcoins, there's a lot of risk of abandonment, right? So the longer you hold something, the higher the chance it gets abandoned. It's not a high chance per se, depending on each coin. It rate rises over time because other coins get made, which are grabbing more people, attaching themselves to newer product market fit. Developers leave and they go move and they basically just quit on stuff. Like, you know, for example, maybe Solana saw some Polkadot developers. They're like, you know what, let's just go to land of soy. Let's go there. You see what I mean? So that's what happens over time. And then maybe Solana, maybe they've rinsed it from inside. Maybe it's going to be another chain. And so they're going to now leave the Solana ones and go to somewhere else. That's why as you give things more time, that's your risk. You know, with Bitcoin, though, it's got Lindy effect. So as people use it more as savings, it actually acts like it more. However, like obviously we're too scared to like say, I mean, we've only got like 3 data samples. We have no idea. It's 3 cycles right now, the 4th one. We have no idea how long this thing is going to continue. Now, with PulseChain, right, it's easy to say, oh, wow, this thing's garbage. And we're down 82, 83% since day 1 sacrifice. Since literally 4 years ago. Man, that sucks. Buttholes, doesn't it suck? Yeah, but let's be honest. What are we measuring against? Now, if we talk about, friends, obviously Richard Hart didn't commit any crime or fraud. But I guess the biggest disappointment he did with the marketing, this is what I just consider, because I'm reading the crowd, okay? The thing that cut people the most is he convinced everyone that they were a special snowflake and that the cycle could be broken, and then they weren't. Okay, it didn't happen. You just realized, oh, you're part of the cycle. That was the biggest realization for everyone, because they go, we're going to do great. You know, everyone's always showing the Richard Hart videos where he goes, I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve. Like, you know, we're designed to outperform in a bear market. We're a bear market hedge. All these things that just put into everyone's head that we're going to be different in this cycle. Like, we've got all the great things. And then, yeah, pretty much that was pretty much the bone crushing thing. Shout out to my baby doll, Mr. Custard, as well, friends. Mr. Custard, he found pictures from 2021 that he was saved on his phone or hard disk, and 2022. And we've actually got Hex marketing material back this. I never saw these at the time, of course. But look at this. Look at this. I made so much money already. F newcomers. Watch my 300 million bags. Whoops, just dumped my interest on your head. So these pictures from out here. New to Hex, shut up and stake. Thank you, Richard, Day 1 OG. OG here, not an F given if price dumps. So the confidence, the brazen, I know this is trolling and stuff out here. He goes, doesn't matter, man. We're so rich. See this? Look at this as well. Hexagon yacht parties. Here are all these hot babes going around here. And then on the bottom, all other cryptos. Hey, is this BlockChainBoyy? I think this is BlockChainBoyy. Wow. So yeah, BlockChainBoyy here. That's probably because they tagged him and he's like, nah, man, you guys suck. He probably said something like that in 2021. Just one comment. So they probably just put in. Here's Peter McDormand, Michael Saylor, Tone Gaze, and then Biddy Boy. So interesting, right? Even though we like make fun of like Peter McDormand or any of these, yeah. Would you rather be in Bitcoin or what you chose? Obviously, would have rather been in Bitcoin. But that's the risk, right? You're trying to get more, but you don't know how long the bottomless pit's gonna last for, or even if it ever turns around. That's how a lot of people. That's why it gets hard to wrestle. Also, Mr. Custard on his couch, he just watching the Richard Hart streams, taking pictures out here. Look at this, the PulseX, the Sacrifice Live. Remember, we were the top signal, friends. We were the intergalactic top signal. PulseX, because it was a $1 billion public ICO raise. That's the top signal. Yeah, when you have $1 billion collected from the public, when everyone thinks they can win, no one wins. Yeah, because you get everybody in. Everyone has like FOMO of missing out. Also funny from that time, here you have Graham Stephan. How to become a metaverse millionaire in 1 year. My plan. That was just, see this. That was going on back then, 2021. Crypto Wendy Ho. Remember Wendy Ho? Why? She blocked me. She doesn't want to record that. You're going to unblock me. Bring your pet into the metaverse. Yay. Big crypto gains with your pet. Classic Doge. It's like the OG Doge. Are you in the metaverse right now? No, you're just watching a grown man. Some say I'm a grown squirrel tweaking his nipples on the internet. So you can see, right, the level of euphoria. Look, OG here, not an F given if the price dumps. Yep, and then it dropped 99%. Still sitting here 4 years later. A good lesson to learn for the bull market ahead. You know, that's why, friends, a lot of people, they shy away from these because they feel really embarrassed. But I'm not going to assassin. I have to be an assassin, okay? I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. So I let myself get super happy and get super sad. I don't let it wear me out though. Because, you know, like just the calendar ticks over. You have to learn from these. They're just signals in the market. That's what I'm here to teach you. So now you have a lot of context with a lot of these. But what about this Pulse BTC? Well, you got to measure what Ethereum did. Yeah, and that's why I'm here to show you. So you look at it in your service, you go, man, that sucks. We got grifted and stuff. No. Look at Ethereum. ETH, since the sacrifice, is down 57%. Yeah. So I can accept this. You can accept this. Of course, I get it, man. Like there's a couple of diehard fans, diehard maxis. Look, I completely get it, man. I love you and I respect you. We need you there. I'm just telling you, like, he tried. Okay, we can't say he didn't try. That's one thing. I'll tell you, friends. Like Richard tried everything. Okay, that's one thing you cannot call the guy a grifter. Okay, you can't. He literally tried everything. He tried sacrificing at the top. Right. He gave you long-term staking. He promoted the staking. Yes, everything. Give you long-term inflation to handouts for long-term. Everything. He held out the launch, waited till the bear market was done. Tick. Absolutely every single thing you would write down on a piece of paper as a strategy to try to get this thing to go up, he tried it. Didn't work. Why? You might say on one hand, you can't cheat the market. That is that. I had that opinion. I had that opinion, you can't cheat the market. But when I had that opinion, I'm going to tell you something. Okay. When I had that opinion, it was here. Okay. ETH BTC was in July 2023. Okay. Now, if we go, friends, back to July 2023, look at this. Okay. So look at this. We were down. You check this out here. I'm just going to get this. See, we were down like 56% against BTC. We were wrecked. And ETH BTC was still sideways, kind of, right? Look at this chart. Okay, I'll go back. I'll show you this chart. ETH BTC, I'm just going to show you. The PulseChain sacrifice was here. ETH BTC was there. So now, ETH BTC, remember, I got to show you, friends, you don't know what comes next, okay? I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this here for you. Let's go to July. That's all we could see. See that? Look at that chart. That's all we could see. This chart looked like, if you actually check it out like this, that's what it looked like, friends. It looked like Ethereum was on the way up. You had the merge here. Everything was great. Ethereum was strong in the bear market. And then we're like, oh, sweet. Now that the bull market's coming back, Bitcoin ETF, maybe Ethereum ETF, sweet, things are going to happen. Okay. That's what we're all thinking about. But it turns out, as all of us, this is what we just never expected, man. As we were in the midst of the turmoil, calling PulseChain's price performance dog poop, wrapped in cat poop, wrapped in camel poop. Shout out to the camels out there. As we were saying that, little did we know, it wasn't us that was garbage. We were just leading the market. Which is, it's wild. Because we were just like, man, we failed. That's what everyone was saying. We failed. The SEC. No, friends, it just turns out, we're just as shit as everyone else. And what I mean by that, I say that tongue in cheek, as in we're all Ethereum linked. Vitalik had too much soy. Vitalik got a bit of a taste of the you-know-what in the downstairs department of another lady. You know what I mean? Who would have thought that Anunnaki, after creating us genetically, would want to come and fornicate with one of their creations? Vitalik got a taste. It was cursed ever since. Now, look, friends, that's right, friends. You know what I'm just telling you, man. You know this bar button? You got up here, the little replay button. Just do it on some charts. I do it here for you. That's why you watch, like, and subscribe, belly button all. I just want to show you, like, everyone thinks, oh, I would have sold the top. Yeah. Where's the indicator this is going down? Where's the indicator? You survived the bear market, by the way. Bitcoin's about to hit 100K. Where's your indicator? So I'm just going to replay for you this. Just go. See, that's what ends up happening, friends. See, so we're right here, and look what happens next. We literally drop 60% from that point. which is interesting because if you go back to PulseChain, we were down here, and at this point, how much do we drop? Remember, this is Pulse BTC, right? How much do we drop against Bitcoin? I'll just show you. Like, we're like, what's a couple of percentages below, friends? We drop another 60%, okay? So that's funny how you think about it, right? We drop 60, or we drop 50. Let's just say 60. We actually did drop 60. We dropped 60%. And ETH BTC from this point drops again. And then we drop 60% with ETH BTC. Funny. So we drop 60 and then we drop another 60, which gives us a total 80. Because we dropped the same amount of Ethereum, if you look at the Pulse ETH ratio, which I'll now show you, it's actually pretty stable. I'll show you. This is the Pulse ETH ratio. Look at that. See? Now, I know that these charts, like we really, of course, we wish we were up here. This is sacrifice price. See, friends, isn't it interesting? The sacrifice ratio was the resistance each time. Interesting with ETH and BTC, both of them. So just telling you that the marketplace, it's not looking at this is the funny part. If you ask each person, they say they're looking at the US dollar price, but the mind of the market's actually looking at the ratio. That's interesting. Yeah, and you've never heard I talk about the ratio. No one cares about it. It's funny, everyone ignores it. No one cares how to chart it. No one gives a crap. You just care about USD price anyway. But the mind of the market is respecting the ratios. It's look at it. See, people basically pretty much exited on the break even here. Richard tried to probably force it up through here, and look, he just got straight rejected, comes back down. Okay. So you now see it, right? That's why I've written it here. Ethereum is down 56% against BTC. PulseChain's down 82%. So we're slingshot leverage, yeah? Pretty much we need a like 5x to get to break even. So what about when we go up? Well, it's wild card, right? You don't know. You can just guess. I'm hoping though, if Ethereum goes up 50% against Bitcoin, that we could be a 5x above. So we're 5x or like 5 or 6x below break even. I'm hoping if Ethereum does the move on the upside, we become 5 or 6x above break even. That's what I'm hoping. Once again, hoping and coping. Now, where would that take us up here? And you want to put, don't worry, I'll calculate the ratio, the USD prices here for you. Let's see if the percentages work here. See, friends, with these charts, you have to use the actual price button because the numbers are too small on the scale. So if you get up here, where would that take us? That would be like a big move. I think everyone would be very happy if we did that. So if you check what distance is that from today to around up there, yeah, it's about 30x, let's say 25x. So another way of saying it, how do we get there? Well, if Bitcoin does a 2x, yeah, remember that I showed you is the ratio. So if Bitcoin does a 2 from here to get to 200,000, then we'll do 25 times 2. We do a 50x from here. Okay. However, you say, oh, that's cool. No. Just there's a condition. Ethereum. Remember, we are slingshot leverage on Ethereum. No matter what we say, no matter what we do. And here's the thing, friends. I've even shown you on the others ETH chart, everything. Okay. Even if you're not Ethereum linked, you're Ethereum linked. Okay. So no, it is what it is. Okay. You can say you're better. I don't care what people's opinions are. I'm telling you the charts and everything. I'm not arguing with them. You can argue with them all day. Look how that's turned out for the past 4 years. You just had bitter disappointment. Now let's go to the ETH BTC chart. So if we're looking at this chart, where does Ethereum have to go for friendship and kindness? So this is the thing, man. This is why we all thought it was in the bag. I mean, Richard included, by the way. Everyone. We all thought it was in the bag. Because, man, ETH, you got to think about it, friends. Ethereum survived the worst of the worst bear market, and it was still green on the weekly super chain. And we're like, oh, cool, you're going to win now. And then it drank some soy. If we did right here, see this price? This is where ETH BTC was in the sacrifice, and that's about where Richard launched. It's just wild, man, because you got to think about this, friends. Richard, we put the sacrifice. He basically skipped this whole part. He's like, you know what? I'm going to let everybody, I just want to let you know, okay? He doesn't speak to show you this, but I'll tell you this. Obviously, the logic of Richard is he says, okay, in a bear market, people sell things to pay their bills and pay whatever they want. Okay, if I withhold the launch, you can't sell the precious liquidity. You have to go sell your Bitcoin. You have to go work another job. You have to sell everything else. In fact, you've only got limited hex liquidity. Sell the limited hex liquidity. This like little $5 million pool, you can all share that. You're not going to share the big one because I'm not launching it. That was the logic. What ended up happening? It worked until it was like, man, I can't tell you how unlucky that was. Like, and by the way, this will never happen again. That's how bad luck it was. It like will never happen again. I'm talking about Ethereum. Okay, just be careful having that assumption. So in the next cycle, we ain't gonna get this scenario where like because the market is positioned for Ethereum to do well. In the next cycle, they aren't going to be. It's going to be like XRP. Only the strong believers are going to be in it, and probably Ethereum, like XRP in this cycle, starts moving up a bit early next cycle. But that's next cycle, so forget about that. So the ETH BTC ratio, if we want to get where we are here, let's actually just draw this. It was around here. So if you want to get the friendship price, where would a plus 50% rise send it? It would go all the way up here. There you go. It's about an ETH BTC ratio of around 0.10, near there. What does that mean? It means, see this number, friends? It means Ethereum is 10% of Bitcoin's price. That's what it means. So you just get the ratio number and you multiply it by Bitcoin. So that's why, like, it's tough to think of a world where if for us to get this ratio, friends, like, I'll be honest, we need a miracle. I feel like we need a miracle because that means if Bitcoin is 250K, Ethereum's got to be 25,000. Ethereum has got to be $25,000. Can that happen? But man, we're close. When Bitcoin was 100K, we're closer to 2 than we are to 10. So that's the sucky part. So one day it will probably happen, okay? One day. But if we're looking at this, friends, if we're looking at this, I'll just be honest. My expectations, in the last cycle, XRP was cursed. All it could do was reverse the curse by the end of the cycle. That's it. So how could Ethereum reverse the curse? It probably comes up here, which is where it started. Actually, it's about 0.066. And I'm hoping there's like one last like stab up flush. I'm hoping it's that. Now, if you like look at this 0.065 number, I hope, obviously, friends, I hope I'm really, 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 really wrong to the freaking upside, by the way. I really hope I'm really wrong, okay? But 0.065, that's different to 0.10, isn't it? Okay, so 0.065, if Bitcoin is $250,000, then you do 0.065, I'll show you, times 250K, and you get an Ethereum around 16K. Now, Bitcoin and Ethereum don't peak together. There's a time delay. So you might find Bitcoin hits 250, comes back to 200, and then Ethereum takes a swing at a time. So you might find Ethereum at around that 13 to 14K at the very, very top of the very end. I hope. Just going to show you this. This is the Ethereum price. Remember, I've got a big fib drawn from the top to the bottom. That would be, and I'm telling you, see how you think that the number's a failure? If you look at the fibs, it actually wins. Like, you win big time. You're up around here. If Ethereum is, so I see, friends, I have this line drawn from months ago, 14K. I've got this drawn from like a year ago. that's usually funny, right? This has been here the whole time, around 14K. If Meth can go and do that, and then obviously we'll have to take it from there. Now, in the event that happens, you might say, wait, Somi, if Ethereum simply just reverses the damage, does that mean PulseChain just recovers back to its launch high? Does that mean that's what happens? So I'm just going to show you this, okay? So does that mean, say if Ethereum's going to stop 13, 14K, does that mean we go here and stop? Here's the thing. No. And I'm just guessing. But no, because we've got a SAC fund. So if Ethereum goes up, you are betting, friends, that Richard is going to do something. PDI, PEG, Hyperloop, use the SAC funds, I don't know, something. I don't know what it is. He'll do something with either part of the funds or all the funds. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But that's what I'm basically saying. So if you actually said to me, Somi, what happens if SAC funds never get deployed and Ethereum does that, well, maybe we just go up to here. By the way, if you're curious, what does this actually mean? What this means is this is from here to here, that's about a 5 or a 6x. So if Bitcoin does a 2 from here, we do about a 10x from here. A 10, which is obviously dog shit, because if you look at the pulse, let me just quickly show you. Why is that dog shit if we just do a 10x from here? Because look at this. We peaked at almost 3x SAC price on launch. So if we do a 10x from here, friends, we just go back to basically up here, which is literally you're barely above the freaking SAC launch high in a bull market. That's why it would be an abomination if that happens. You know, but it's not up to me and you. It really isn't. Okay. So now you get to see it, right? You've learned. I've shown you. We are slingshot leverage on Ethereum. Guess what? Ethereum is slingshot leverage down. It went down 56%. Okay. But see, you get to see it, right? PulseChain was weak. So once again, just to show you, let's go back to the price chart. PulseChain was weak. It went down here. Yes. And then ETH BTC capitulated even more. And then PulseChain, instead of stopping here, we dropped down even more, another 60%. So that's the tough part about it. But if you were to ask me, so I have to show you that price chart ratio of BTC. But truthfully, I feel like it was fair game for all of us to get scammed with Ethereum. I feel like we're all part of, like, we all got cursed together. So I can't fault anybody for that, because they got an Ethereum spot ETF, man. You know what I mean? Like, they got an ETF. Like, Rocca Negra chose them. Donald Trump's bought them. You know what I mean? Like, it was almost like, all right, well, fair's fair. We all got scammed together. So I can't fault anybody for trusting ETH. However, if you make that assumption, this is something to look at. This is the Pulse ETH ratio. So to be fair, this is the actual real chart you should be looking at. Because you're like, okay, I'm taking a world where ETH is going to outperform Bitcoin over the long term. I want to accumulate more ETH. Here's the thing, friends. If you don't think Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin over the long term, you shouldn't even be here in any altcoin at all. PulseChain, Chainlink, Hex, just sell everything. If you don't think, in fact, just go hold digital pet rock. That's it. You know what I mean? So if you don't believe we're going to strive for more, like, you shouldn't even be here in the first place, right? To be frank though, looking at this, we are about, if you go check it up, friends, we're about a 3.3x to get to break even here. Okay. Do you remember with the BTC, you need like a 5 or 6x, but that's because, you know, Ethereum went down against Bitcoin. So, and once again, isn't it funny? The ratio, break even ratio, day one was resistance. It was just interesting. It dropped down here, grinded. SEC took us below. We came back. March 2024, come back down again. I wonder if when we come up here in alt season wave 1, this is resistance again. I wonder, friends. If Bitcoin's 150K, like, we come up here. If alt season wave 1, we come up here and then Jeets get out. And then you're betting on hyperwave, something that happened. Alt season wave 2, white swan. That's what you'd be betting on. So I'm not showing you this because I don't like looking at these and going, oh, don't worry, everybody's down. I don't like that attitude. I'm just being honest and just showing you, look at the liquidity risk. Okay, we needed Ethereum to go up. It didn't. But you don't hear it from anybody because everyone's like, you know, screw Ethereum. Let's be our own better version of Ethereum. Yeah, good luck. I'm just saying good luck to any coin. I know it feels garbage on the way down. Okay, but if soy doesn't keep up this year, they're going to be wishing they were Ethereum linked. That's another way to look at it, okay? So that's why I made this picture here to show you, yes, underperforming. We need to get back up here, but that's because of ETH. ETH goes down, everyone goes down. So if ETH can recover back, up to here, yes, it reverses the curse and we sit there. Hopefully Bitcoin's up higher, Ethereum's US dollar price is up higher, and then we can continue from there. So it has been a wild journey. We're still on it. Still a roller coaster. It just feels like just going down forever. But yeah. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, Ethereum's closer to $2,000, you piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on. What a freaking abomination. But it is what it is. This is markets. This is why fans, like, you do get the carrot. You eventually get the carrot. There's a carrot on the stick. You do eventually get the carrot. There's some things, right? Oh, you want this to happen in 2 years? Guess what? Market's going to make you wait 5. Yeah. That's another thing. Okay, and you can't do leverage. You're like, oh, you're not happy with like a potential 15x. So people start doing leverage. Okay, you see what I mean? But we've avoided that. We have avoided that the whole way. It's just now, fingers crossed, we're going to make it. I'm going to catch you again with the Pokeball. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.